Took a bike trip from Wisconsin to Nevada. A few miles past Grand Junction, Colorado, I saw some pretty gnarly trails that needed a beating. So I take my panniers, saddlebags, off, switch tires quick, get the bike all ready for the new terrain. I'm going at it for a solid hour or so when I decide it's time to move on. Of course, it's on my way back that all hell breaks loose. I was traveling at considerable speed when all of a sudden I'm kicked forward over my handlebars and onto the ground. I didn't even know what hit me. When it rained, it must have created a rut in the mud, and having dried hard completely fucked my shit up. First thing I do is check my bike to assess the damage because that's my only ride. Whilst looking at the bike, I suddenly feel my arm buzzing and getting warm. All within seconds after the crash. My handlebar cap, which came off a few hundred miles back, left the metal end exposed. It was rounded off, so I didn't think it was a worry. However, my worry hadn't met physics just yet. It literally pierced into my right about an inch. I could see all the bad white things, and my first thought was, fuck, I need to go to the ER. I looked closely to see if any of the small veins had been severed, and from what I could tell they hadn't. The cut was a solid inch deep and an inch wide. The blunt rounded end of the handlebar forced its way into my wrist. Heart pounding, I grabbed a knife from my bag and quickly cut off the sleeve of my sweatshirt. I grabbed a bungee cord from the bag as well, and I wrapped that wound so tight. So where I was, about 5 miles out of the city, and I had to go back. I somehow managed to get all my things back strapped to my bike, and with my bloody wrapped arm I began riding back to the city. I must have looked insane to the people driving, and no one stopped to help. Lol. I wonder why. Because I was uninsured, I took a major risk. I didn't go to the hospital, but instead went to Walgreens. I walked to the back counter where all the medical stuff is, and said I needed help. The wonderful lady behind the desk just looks at me with this face of, "What the hell did you do?" First thing she says is, "You need to go to the hospital for stitches." I shot that idea down quick and said, "Look, I just need help opening and wrapping this. I'll buy latex gloves and everything, I just need your help quick." We went into the bathroom, and despite my imagination, did not have sex. I used that liquid band-aid stuff, lots of cotton wraps, and good amount of athletic tape. All was good, and if you look at the scare now you can see it missed the vein by a fraction of an inch. It was so fucking close. Anyway, yeah, that's my story.